Luxury obsession is real, and it can ruin your life. And we gotta talk about it. Right here, right now. But first, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Get access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. superdacob all spelled together there as well. For extra perks, this video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week on my main channel. Come join the fun. Come join the chats. Hello to my co-chattors. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. Now, as per the Business Insider, there's something really interesting. There's a new group of people on the horizon, and they have a name. Business Insider says to us, meet the hi-fiers. Like hi-fi as in stereo, except hi-fi has a new meaning. Their obsession with luxury will tank them, so the article says. Hi-fi means high income. That's H for high, I for income, FI is for financially insecure. What an interesting duality. High income, but financially insecure. How can these two things coexist within the same person? You might ask yourself. Well, there's an answer. Thumb up this video as we get to it. They're predominantly made up of millennials and Gen Zers who want to exude wealth. However, lifestyle creep and inflation could be hurting their financial futures. That's the gist. Now, as of today, 2024, when it comes to America in particular, many Americans wish to exude wealth. And to do that, some are taking inspiration from their favorite celebrities or hoping to keep up with rapidly changing trends. Either way, they're spending a fortune. There are some numbers being mentioned here. We're going to get to the numbers, but people who fall into this category are high fives, individuals who are high income, financially insecure. They're predominantly made up of millennials and Gen Zers, per Sherwood News, who want to exude old money or quiet luxury, but who are struggling to keep up with their lifestyle creep. Hi-Fi is the latest acronym to describe a facet of American economic experience. Although people under 40 are accumulating more wealth earlier in life than previous generations, who got those facts? Because where are the receipts? I don't agree with this. I don't think that people under 40 are accumulating more wealth earlier in life than previous generations. That's a bit of a sus statement. 48%, because that would mean that the economy is better than it was in the past. Really? How is it better than it was in the past if people are not able to afford to buy a house anymore, an apartment? People can barely afford to pay a car, food, rent. Talk about a $5,000 to $10,000 rent a month in just a shabby old hole of a place in any major city of the United States. Please, come on. 48% of Gen Zers and 59% of millennials say they feel behind financially, according to a Credit Karma survey of 1,006 U.S. adults published in December. That could be due to inflation keeping prices high, the cost of living skyrocketing in U.S. cities, and the end of pandemic-era government cash infusions combined with student loan and credit card debt. But hi-fis are redefining spending norms at their own expense. Cha. Sherwood News reported that many hi-fi consumers' steep spending began during the lockdown. Stimulus checks provided young people with additional income, and because people were staying home, they spent more money on online shopping instead of restaurants, recreation, or vacations. The buy now, pay later concept feature on credit cards, Amazon, and other online platforms is fueling these shopping sprees. Per a 2024 Adobe report, shoppers feel like items are more affordable when they can pay in installments, according to the report. That's girl math at its finest and most basic, if you ask me. But we've all been there. all guilty as charged. It's like, oh, you can pay per installments. Super easy. It makes the thing look much more affordable and cheaper. Yeah, except you're paying with money you don't have. So you're in debt. Just saying. Many Americans also haven't cut back on their pandemic-era shopping habits, even as they renewed their social spending with the reopening of restaurants and vacation destinations. Additionally, there are social reasons for high fives behavior. People want to feel rich. Per a Schwab survey of 1,000 Americans in 2023, younger generations tend to measure their wealth in comparison to their peers. If a friend or social media personality owns something, Gen Zers and millennials don't want to miss out. And here's the point that one of our viewers, just before we started filming this segment in the live stream, was asking me, like, Dacob, I really want to own a Chanel Timeless Classic double flap, but I was born, I'm a Gen Zer. I wasn't born and I wasn't old enough in the time when these bags were a little bit more approachable in price. What do I do now? And what did I say to you? I said, ask yourself, why do you want to own the Chanel Timeless Classic double flap today? Disregarding the fact that it costs 10 times more than it used to in the past. These are the questions we have to be asking ourselves, and we have to make a distinction between what we want and what we need. Two very different things. Brand marketing loves to mess with our heads. Brand marketing loves to make us believe that what we want equals what we need. This is where you gotta get rid of the indoctrination of brand marketing, and you have to understand that what you want is not what you need. And if somebody tries to create FOMO inside of you in the fashion boutique and the luxury store, and they try to make you believe that what you want is what you need, you gotta run, because those people are sycophants and sociopaths, in my humble opinion, and just allegedly. Some of the Gen Zers, high-flyers, will buy same piece of expensive clothing item or accessory they see on celebrities or social media, while others will search for dupes. In fact, millennials and Gen Zers were responsible for a 22% gain in luxury spending in 2022. That was still during the lockdown, though, according to Bain & Co. report published in January 2023. But for many, this spending culture isn't sustainable. High-fis are increasingly facing an economic disconnect. Although they're affluent, their income often isn't enough to overcome luxury spending and the high costs of daily life. Many high-fis struggle to afford rising housing and food costs, but still spend a sizable amount of their income on recreation and personal care. And financial and fintech news firm Pimmons found in its February-March report that 36% of millennials in the U.S. cities making more than $200,000 a year are currently living paycheck to paycheck. Let that sink in. You're earning $200,000 a year. I presume that is netto. After you've paid all your taxes, this is what you're left with. I'm not talking pre-tax, I'm talking post-tax, okay? You're left with $200,000 and you're living still from paycheck to paycheck. Let's do quick math here. I'm terrible at math, so I'm going to open my calculator. $200,000, my dear, divided by 12 months. Wait, really? Oh my God, that's a lot of money. $200,000 divided by 12. That's $16,666 a month. You have $16,666 a month, and you're barely struggling to make ends meet? You see that we have a problem here. We have a big, big problem here. Big problem. But what I'm even more shocked about is to hear that actually 36% of millennials are making $200,000 plus a year. The economy ain't that bad after all, if these are the salaries. But of course, people are still having to pay back, all the fees. I mean, student debt, loan debt, all that stuff. But Altpinkray says, I lived on $42,000 a year and paid rent, bills, 2 kids, and animals. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying more power to you. I wish everybody could have $200,000 a year and even more, okay? But in today's economy, if you do have $200,000 a year, and you're living from paycheck to paycheck, what are you exactly spending $16,666 a month for? Like, what? Exactly. I'm shook. So anyway, let me know your thoughts about the high-flyers. Are you a high-fi, high income, but financially unstable? Or are you a high income, financially stable, high FS, hi-fi or high FS? Let a hoe know. And subscribe. Thumb up this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Never give up on love. Bye.